I am making short ribs for dinner today. So with the short ribs, I brown the short ribs in some oil. I don't use a lot of oil because short ribs is really fatty. And so I use just enough oil and I brown it on both sides. Once I brown it, take it out the pan and I throw off like 99.9% of the oil just because again it's short ribs and it's just super greasy. And then to the pan I will add my garlic and onion and I sweat that down. And then you'll notice in the pan there's a lot of brown bits. That's where all the good stuff is. I pour in red wine to deglaze the pan as well with the stewed tomato, and I break that down a little bit. And then to that I will add my bouillon, chicken bouillon, because and then I'll add some thyme to the pan and I'll just break it down. Before I forget, I put a tip of sugar, not a tip, like a half a tablespoon of white sugar. I put the short rib back in the pan with some water to cover it. And I add mushrooms as well. And I let it cook low and slow. And I let that cook down for a while, nice and slow. I also added Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper because, hey, that's just me. You add and you season as you like. This is how I cook my food. And then I just let that cook down nice and slow for about 2.5-3 hours on the stove in my Dutch pot as well. So yeah, that's all I do. And you can serve it with, I decided to serve it with ground food and some dumpling, but you can also serve it with mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and rice. And as usual, I have to have my greens, so I had broccoli on the side as well. And that's it. It's delicious. Bless up.